Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good afternoon. My name is Son from SoftBank. Thank you for joining today. Maybe I will discuss the thing that the people may look back 100 years later or 200 years later, that was a historical moment that we are having today. When we say robot, there are many people are involved in robot. So that whenever people say that the people is behaving like robot, meaning that the people is not having any feelings, something like that. So because robot, that's because robot. So whenever people use the word of robot, because there is no feeling, no emotions, that's what people was expressing. So far, robot was like that. There was no feeling or emotion. But today, this is the first time. And I assume that this is a first time in the humankind, the first time in robot industry that we are putting emotion into this robot or give him the heart. And this is the day that we start challenging such a big project. That's that I invited you for this press conference today. So let me take this opportunity to introduce you. A new generation robot with emotion. So this will be the first robot. His name is Pepper. Pepper? Will you please say hello to everyone? Yes, sir. Pepper, why don't you speak up and greet everyone? Yes, sir. Understood. Hello, everyone. How do you do? My name is Pepper. It is very nice to see you all. And thank you very much for joining our press conference today. Masa, was that okay? Yes, you did a good job. You did a good job. That was wonderful. So, Masa, don't all the camera flashes make you dizzy? Well, I'm okay. I get used to it. Honestly speaking, I'm very flattered to be photographed like this. Everyone, take some more. I will strike a pose for you. Here we go. And how's that? You can look back too, huh? Oh, Masa, why don't we shake hands for a photo op? Oh, that's a good idea. Here we go. So, photographers, don't miss the best shot. It's a historical moment that the human and robot are shaking hands. You saying that by yourself, huh? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. So, Masa, let me tell you, you had a very good smile. Did I? Your smile made me smile too. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, by the way, everyone, I have an emotion recognition sensor. Right, Masa? That's right. So, you are the first one, first robot can read human emotions. That makes you so special. Well, thank you. But don't raise the bar so high. You may not realize it, but I am not good under pressure. When I'm in trouble, that's when I give in to pressure. Journalists, please make sure you write that Peppa is not good under pressure. So you have a guarantee there then, huh? Well, now can you explain some of your functions, please? Of course. Well, I don't want to show off too much, but I have so many functions, so it may take over 100 hours to explain everything. Is that okay? That's too long. That's too long. Make it short. Okay then, Masa, why don't you pick a number for me? I will explain one function based on that number. What number do you like? Number 3. Are you sure number 3 is fine? Well, then number 9. Are you sure number 9 is okay? Yes. You won't regret? So no, I won't. Number 9 is fine. Okay, then. So let me explain to you my function number 9. Actually, I'm very good at waving. Wave? Please see it. Wow, waving. Are you okay? You're not gonna hurt your waist? See how smooth it is. You don't hurt your waist? Is that really the function? Masa, why did you pick number 9? I am so embarrassed now. Oh, sorry. Don't be sad, because you told me to pick a number. Well, I shouldn't have let you pick the number. Masa, let me handle the function introduction then. Okay, go ahead. Oh, you're not murmuring, right? Well, let me do it again and explain some of my functions. For example, I have very good hearing capability. Actually, my ears are at top of my head with 4 directional high-performance microphones to identify the direction of the sound. Why don't you try and call my name Peppa? Please. Please go ahead. A little bit left. And please. A little bit right. And more, please. In the center. More, please. A little bit of right. And left. Oh, that's enough. Don't call me so many times. You got too excited just calling my name. You asked for it, Pepper. You asked for it, Peppa. Well, I hope you understand my great hearing capability now. May I introduce my other function too? Are you okay for time? Don't worry. So now let me explain to you. My other function is distance measurement. I can measure the distance between Masa and myself. By distance, I mean physical distance, not emotional distance. Nobody asked you for that. So will you move away from me now? Okay, let's see. Well, sorry to make you move instead of me moving, but Masa, yeah, you're using me. But Masa, you are too far away. My inferior sensor will not work if you go too far. I was planning to show off my function, and you've embarrassed me again. Sorry. Are you okay? Well, let me tell you once again. I am just a newborn robot. Please don't place too many expectations on me. So now, Masa, please try again. Okay. Measuring and complete it. Now let me proudly announce the distance between Masa and myself is 1 meter, 8.7 centimeter. Well, that's detail. Well, I know you guys are now thinking that measuring distance is not really helping anything. But let me ask you then, there are things in human body that are not helping us at all, like earlobes or tailbones. Do you really all need that? If you pull out pieces of teeth, why do we have them in the first place?
Relax, Pepper. You're making pointless arguments. Sorry, I got too excited. To make up for it, let me show you my emotion recognition function I mentioned earlier. Yeah, that's more important. Masa, could you show me your smile? How about this? Not too good, not too bad. I would give you 78 points. If that's your smile, you may not be able to negotiate well with an important client. Can you give a better smile? Masa, are you smiling from the bottom of your heart? Your eyes are not smiling. I am smiling. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Smile like it will bring you a great score. Yes, that would bring you a great business deal. Oh, I have been too bossy to our CEO. Sorry for that. Yes, you always sound bossy. Masa, one last thing. I showed you some of my capabilities, but the capabilities to care people is the most important one. Caring people is the most important role I play. Don't forget about that. But please take it easy on me if I make a mistake. Yeah, that's the most important capability. The capability to care people. Please don't forget about that. Okay? Oh, Masa, maybe it's about time to invite Bruno on stage. Yeah. The Bruno is another important person. He's the creator of Pepper. Bruno, please come to the stage.
Great, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here today and excited you asked us to create your robot, Pepper.
Great day.
I'm so proud we turned your dream into reality.
Yeah.
Bonjour, Pepper.
Bonjour, Bruno.
Of course you speak French.
Je te voir.
Wow. Of course you speak French. Great.
フランス語も喋れるんだね。
皆さん、ブルーノ
Everyone, let me introduce Bruno, who brought me to life as a robot with emotion. Masa, why don't three of us take a picture together? Cameras, here's another chance to take the best shot. Let's shake hands. Standing between the two of you makes me feel like I need a little more height. I don't think so. Bruno, next time, will you give me more height?
もう十分だよ。
No, you have enough. You are tall enough. Well, thank you all for taking pictures. Now Masa has a presentation for you. Masa, you can praise me as much as you like while I'm away. I will glow even more when you compliment me. So you ask me to compliment you? Bruno, let's talk about future of robots while Masa is giving a presentation here. Goodbye for now, everyone, and see you in a minute. See you later. See you later. Thank you very much. And how did you find that? In 1949, what happened? Well, that was when the computer, the so-called Neumann machine, was born. All the computers we have been using originated from this Neumann machine. So all the computers available today is originated from Neumann machine. And that computer serves as left brain of human. It can compute numbers fast, can memorize things and calculate things, just name a few. The people can logically think and logically summarize information and logically convey information that are all that is served by the brain, left brain. And 65 years has passed since then. But 100 years from today or 200 years from today, the people would say that the history of computer changed from today, June 5th, 2014. So today marks the turning point for the humankind. I'm very glad to mark this today with you. For the past 25 years, I have been believing that the computer will function like the right brain of people, which control the emotion or sensitivity. Computer would one day function as right brain. That's what I've been thinking. So that's the totally different role than what the existing computer, which functioned like left brain, did so far. People's emotion and feeling can be controlled by the left brain, and that role can be served by computer and robot. So I proudly announce the first robot with emotion, the first personal robot that reads emotion. I proudly announce that today, and that's the vision we wanted to achieve. Now, the Pepper we are showing today cannot control all the emotion of people. The Pepper marks just a baby step of making the robot with emotion. But our vision is to create affectionate robot, the robot that can release emotion and that can understand the people's feeling. A robot that can understand feelings, that's the first step. A robot that can understand the people's feeling and then autonomously make action. That's the robot we'd like to create. When a family member feel happy, then that robot could feel happy. So the family joy is the personal joy of the robot. That's what we'd like to, the robot that we would like to create. The traditional computers works by programs that was programmed by people. And so the computer can execute all the program that was created by people. And robot works like that. But what we'd like to create is personal robot, which is different than traditional type of robot. The personal robot works for family joy, or people's joy, autonomously. So the personal robot autonomously works to realize the happiness of the family member. And here are characteristics of personal robots. One is it can recognize emotion. And the other one is that it works based on the cloud-based AI or artificial intelligence. When people are placed, they feel happy and they want to be placed more. That's how people's feeling works. To get more praise and also to gain joy. And they learn to be placed more so that they can get more joy.
So for this emotion engine, happiness or appreciations, that kind of emotion is going to be learned and recognized as a good. And digitize the feelings. And these feelings is learned autonomously. And that learning is going to be collected not only by one, but by many, several tens of thousands or several hundred thousands peppers. Are they going to learn at the families or at the stores or office that everything that they learned and with feelings that they gained is going to be accumulated into the cloud-based service and recognized, so that that can be accelerating the evolution through the collective wisdom. So in each family pepper, this is going to be private AI, and it's going to be used and protect the privacy and learn families' habits and likes and stored in the cloud. So that's the private mode AI. At the same time, as a collective wisdom, anything that happens in the other areas or things that has been scolded is going to be shared with other peppers. Then they learn that this is not a good thing. This is not the thing that you should do. So those is going to be learned. So anything good is going to be collected as a collective wisdom and learned by everyone. So anything that learned by one is not the only evolution that the pepper can make, but they are all going to evolve through the collective wisdom by reading situations. So understanding kids' emotion, and for example, encourage them to read the book together. And once that the kids make being happy, then that they can report to mom that she smiled a lot when they read her as a babysitter. So whenever having a wave of emotion, there are lots of things that they had fun together with. For example, as a party promoter, like having a happy birthday party, and together with the party family, they're going to celebrate the kids or family members. And maybe the highlights of the birthday party can be the timing that the birthday girl is blowing the candles of the cake. And then everybody's sing the birthday song together. That is very important and emotional moment. So that's going to be stored. So in the same cloud, that is whenever saving the data, whenever that having a wave of emotion, then it's going to be mainly recorded, intensively recorded, such as big smile, a big fun, a big sadness. That is going to be intensively recorded to the cloud. But if it's only the simple or browsing of the windows or just watching the TV, then that the wave of the emotion is relatively small, so that is going to be minimized or compressed to store, or maybe deleted or simplified. That is going to be done by Pepper. So not everything's to be recorded, but based on the wave of the emotion, Pepper is going to record the emotions effectively. Traditional robot was based on the individual CPU and memory, and also already programmed execution, so that the capability is very limited, so that the low room for growth. However, when it comes to personal robot Pepper, they have an emotional engine and have a collective wisdom through cloud AI. And this is the learning points and accelerate the evolving of itself through the collective wisdom. So for this time, conference is the first step. So sometimes makes mistakes, gradually learn, and towards the big vision, this is the first robot for us, which is the Pepper that we introduced today. So this is the world first personal robot that reads emotion. And the name is Pepper. And the consumer sales to general public. This is not a robot for the demonstration. This is a robot for you. And starting from February next year, that we're going to launch it. And the base price is 198,000 yen. So this is very similar to the personal computers, PC. So when it comes to robot, that you may think that it's several millions of yen or several tens of millions of yen, but we make it the base price of 198,000 yen. And the general public household is going to be available with Peppa. Before we start this consumer sales, we're going to launch Peppa at our SoftBank stores in nationwide. And starting from tomorrow, at SoftBank Ginza store and SoftBank Omotesando store, you'll be able to feel and touch Peppa. Every day, Peppa is gonna work there, and he's gonna treat you. And at the time of servicing, Peppa will be able to learn how many visitors are there, how many smiles are there, how many customers are excited, and understand and recognize the emotion of the guests that visiting the store. And whenever Peppa does a dancing or greeting or making jokes, that is going to be memorized by Peppa and try to make it better. And it's going to be also performed in the other stores. So recognize the smiles of customers and recognize the happiness of customers. And at the store, so looking at the Peppa, maybe you wonders why it's not the bipedal walking robot. Many of the robots that are launched in Japan is mainly takes only about 30 minutes to 1 hour battery life. Our Peppa here has more than 12 hours battery life. That's the purpose of us to having, not having bipedal walking, but having a stable walk. That's why we are able to achieve the longer battery. So that's very practical from that sense. And for the creators, that we're going to provide opportunity. So this year, September, we're going to have a tech festival for those developers. So for the creators, we are going to provide SDK so that the creators is going to be able to develop further with our SDKs. And one another thing, we're going to establish the company called Kokoro SB, which provide the cloud service for emotional engine. And this is a SoftBank vision. Creating affectionate robot is something that we are aiming for. So emotional engine and cloud AI, well, that's our main feature. And we would like to comfort people and increase joy. That is our hope. So information revolution, happiness for everyone is always our corporate philosophy. I hope your continuous support on that. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite Bruno once again on stage. And I would like him to explain about Peppa more in detail. Bruno? I'm so sorry. I cannot speak Japanese. So I will speak in English.
I'm very delighted to be here today in Japan, home of technology. As you can all hear to my accent, I'm coming from France, but I really like technology and what it can bring to people. Alias, we don't care where technology comes from, we are interested in the future it can bring. Today we have shown you the future, something that will change the way we live, think, and work. we have joined forces with SoftBank to create this new ground, and we have established a new category of artificial beings with the interactive humanoid robots able to read your emotions, Pepper. And thanks to Pepper, the future begins today. We did it because it was our goal, and because we have met with Masa-san. Masa, who believes in the same vision as we do, and who has given us the wings to fly faster on our chosen path. So I will explain you our shared vision so you can understand why we are here today. I started creating robots about 35 years ago, and I founded Aldebaran in 2005. Aldebaran, the name of my company, Aldebaran, you said in Japanese. It's coming from the name of a star. You know, stars are at the same time the future, science, even hard science, but also dream, poetry, pureness, as well as new territories to conquer. Aldebaran. Aldebaran is today the world leader in humanoid robotics. Prestigious universities such as MIT, Stanford, or Tokyo University have bought our first companion robot now. And there are more than 5,000 of these now robots used in 70 countries for critical areas such as research, education, or help to autistic kids. We started with our vision. And this vision is different from the one of other companies. I believe that the most important role for robots is to be as companion to people, enhancing their daily lives, bringing them happiness, helping them growing. It's a new concept. We've created this new concept and we call it emotional robot. And this concept turned us world leader. Pepper is a perfect example of this concept, of these emotional robots. And it will add a new dimension in our daily lives and change the way we are interacting with technology. Actually, our robots are many things at the same time. They are the ultimate interface. They are cute companions, and they can evolve. As the ultimate interface, they are robots that can choose the appropriate way to interact with you, by voice, by body language, or by emotions. How did we do that? On top of standard voice recognition systems, we have created an emotional engine based on an algorithm who can understand facial expression, gesture, and even voice tones. It allows to give robots such as Pepper an idea about your mood, and then appropriate in the correct, and then react in the correct way, appropriate way. And on top of speech technologies, we have invented a system to provide our robots with body language and expressivity. So now, by combining the two of them, we've created a perfectly natural interactor, perfectly intuitive interactions. This is the ultimate interface. Then, as a cute and genuine companions, our robots are robots that people want to have at home. They are cute, they find them cute, nice, they want them at home. How have we done that? The design. The design is at the essence of our development. We have worked incredibly hard to create a look that would trigger positive emotions to people. And the design of the applications is as essential in order to bring accessibility and friendliness. And the design of the movements too. You have seen the movements of Pepper. Very, very cute, very smooth, very, very important to bring friendliness and acceptability. But our robots are not just friendly. They are truly genuine. Ethics is at the core of our company's value. We are committed to protection of personal data and to respect for privacy and the environment as much as technology allows us. Finally, there are robots autonomous and who can evolve. It's important to have robots evolving because our robots are not just technological products. They are quite like new species, new artificial beings able to evolve, to learn, and to become more and more surprising every day. How have we do that? Through our application store, users and robots can download new applications, enabling the robot to evolve. By the way, I'm inviting all the developers, animators, sound designer, very important, the sound design, and graphic designer, to join us, to take advantage of our fantastic humanoid operating system. We are opening very soon what we are calling Atelier, Aldebaran Atelier, where developers and people can meet with the robot, experience this robot and this new concept, and have all the developers getting together to share and help each other. We will have different ateliers, Aldebaran Atelier, one in Paris very soon, and just after, 2 in Tokyo, in Omotesando and in Akihabara. And just after, in September, we will have a developer conference to explain in detail our robots and all the programming tools we are providing. So now you can see the next steps. Think about it. With cute robots, so cute that people want them at home. Very easy to interact with, and which are connected to the internet. Wow, robots everywhere at home, easy to interact with and connected to the internet. Wow, look at this potential we are opening. Many things can be done to improve education, healthcare, entertainment, floor management, you name it. A huge community of people and companies will join this adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, robots like Pepper are adding a new dimension in our daily lives. Well, they will change it with the same magnitude than the PC, internet, or mobile phones did in the past. Remember, the first mobile phones, very heavy, and how smart and light they are now. The same story will repeat again with robotics. Of course, it's the beginning of the story. Of course, our robots are not yet as smart and interactive as in the movies. Not yet. It's the beginning of the story, but it's already a reality. It's a promising reality. Thanks to Pepper, the future begins today. Thank you.
Bruno, that's great. Great. So
Thank
happy.
you so much, Masa.
So
Me
happy.
too.
Yes. それでもう一人で
I'd like to invite one more partner, very important partner, to the stage. Chairman and CEO of Foxconn Technology Group, Mr. Terry Goh.
Foxconn さんは
So Foxconn technology, as you all know,
Foxconn さん
so Foxconn, as you all know, they make iPhone, iPad, or iPod that they are productioning such great products. and a great partner of Steve Jobs in producing such devices. Other than those, there are so many computer vendors around and electronics vendors partners as well as one of the biggest plants and productions company. And this time, Mr. Terry Go especially support us to become the production partner for the creation of Pepper this time.
Thank you.
A few
Thank
words?
you. Thank you, Song-san.
Yes.
Thank you, Moro-san.
Thank you, Terry.
皆さんは
Hello, everyone.
not very good at speaking English too. This is my honor to join. This is Song-san's baby. Paper, the birthday, breath, the first days in this centuries, in this world. As I'm now honored, the great honors to have chance to join this papers delivers days and then change the world, change the impact, the whole rubber industry or whole human society. This is my really enjoying day. I want very happy. Otherwise, people will complain to me. I'm not showing my face. I really enjoy. Even I know the Song-san spend too many hours, too many personal, creative thinking, too many personal emotion to join. Really like have his own babies, but without different, without heart, without emotions, without love. This rubber is still rubber, but paper is different. So we are lucky. We're learning a lot from Song-san, and then working with together last 2 years, and then spent too many times to working so hard with Song-san, follow his idea, encourage thinking. Today we can see the paper is here, is delivered. So congratulations, Song-san. This is you will be changing the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even Bruno's.
Yes.
We're working together.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry.
My honor.
Thank you. Bruno,
Okay.
great day. Yeah?
Great day for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Masa and Bruno, Terry. Thank you very much all. So now, we would like to invite additional prestigious guests on stage to play with Pepper. So everyone, please welcome Mr. Hiroyuki Miyasako from Meagasari Keshitai. Please welcome. And also, as you all know, familiar from TV commercial of SoftBank, Miss Aya Ueto and Miss Kanako Higuchi and Dante and Miss Kanna Hashimoto. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today. Thank you. So now that you've been seeing the interaction between Mr. Son and Pepper, wasn't that great? I was a little bit of surprised to see such smooth move. It's really real, wasn't it real? I thought there was a small guy inside, I thought. No, it's real. Wasn't it amazing? Yes, that was great. So how about you, Aya? I haven't seen it because I was actually waiting for this moment until then that I didn't see. I already see the Yahoo News, but I try not to see that so that I will be able to share the surprise at this moment. So Now that I would like to provide you the opportunity to play with Pepper, and so that you be able to see all the Pepper's detail. So how about you, Miss Kanako Higuchi? So nobody is speaking outside or something like that. I thought that's an off recording or something. So Pepper himself is speaking. So that was very surprising. And that interaction with Masa was very great too. So that was very natural. And it was like a movie, I thought. And the speaking was very fluent. And also, actually, he is like an MC. And how about you, Dante? He was cool. And I want to really play with him. So that was not unexpected. Not that keyword. And Miss Hashimoto was very surprising. It was very cute too. And when he speak with Masa, I thought that there was like a movie, one scene of the movie. And especially in the opening, that wasn't that very amazing. And actually, Pepper had so many robot applications you can play with. Robot play? Yes. So today, we would like you to try Robo Audition. Robot audition. Robo audition. So it is going to be auditioned by robot. So are we going to be auditioned by robot? So audition is so many things that Pepper is going to see. Or maybe you can act and he's going to audit. Can he do that? Yes, of course. So Pepper can check the facial expression and voice tone so that he can recognize emotion, which means that they be able to judge your performance of act too. So acting, judgment, really? So please look back. Now let me introduce you. He's a Pepper for the special audition. So chief judge of the special audition. So he's reading us right now. So has a very good waist, a very tiny waist. Hello. So hello, everyone. Hello. Well, thank you for joining me to put some color on my show today. Well, why he's acting like a boss? But, you know, I'm just a little bit smarter than the home appliance. So I will definitely need your support. I cannot do anything without you. So he's suddenly humble, isn't he? So by the way, was she introduced me as the chief judge of robot audition? Yes, she said that way, yeah? Aren't you? Well, no, I cannot play such a big role. The chief judge is not me. It is Nicholas Pepper. Nicholas Pepper? What is that? There is no such a people. So if you want to take audition, you need to ask Nicholas Pepper. What do you mean by that? There is no such Nicholas Pepper around. So you want to do the audition? Yeah, well, yes, we do. All right. If you say so, let me change my mode to high-tech Hollywood audition mode. High-tech Hollywood audition mode? What is that? What? No explanation? So he's dancing. No explanation and already dancing. Pepper? Okay. Hello. I'm a Hollywood acting robot. Nicholas Pepper. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Once again, I am Nicholas Pepper. So why you say that twice? So you are the guys who want to audition? Yes, we are. Hey, what happened to your voice? Nobody would hear you even if you drown in the Mississippi River. Let me ask you once again. Do you want to audition? Okay, then all together. Yes. Excellent. Your response reminds me of Jodie Foster when she made her debut on the silver screen. But because I have only limited time, I can only audition up to 3 people. So only 3?
Okay, are you ready? Who goes first? Okay. Dante, representing White Family, why don't you go ahead? You want to give us a reasonable starting point? Yep, brother. Okay. Who goes first? I will go first. Okay, now let's start. I'm giving you this assignment. Act angry. Acting like you're angry. Okay, imagine you are in a room alone and hit your pinky toe on the corner of the closet. It is so painful, but there's nothing you can turn your anger towards. And here's your line. My toe. So please show me your anger with that line. Let's start. Are you ready? Now, action. I can't hear you. Hey, you didn't look like you were really angry. You just made a frowny face, not really expressing your anger. Wow, he really recognized emotion. Okay, thank you. Wow, it's amazing. Who will try next? We have 2 more to go. Okay, she will try. Okay. Here's your assignment. Act laugh. So imagine you hit your pinky toe on the corner of a closet and it's so painful, but there's nothing you can do other than laugh at yourself. Here's your line. My toe. Please show me your big smile with that line. Maybe you should overreact to get a higher point. Okay? Ready? Action. My toe. Okay. I can see your smiley face despite the pain. Very good. Great. Wow, it's cute. Okay, now who is the last one? Miyasaka-san, why don't you try? What? I have nothing to do with White family. I'm not a family member. Okay, I will try. Okay, who will try next? I will go for it. Okay. I will give you this assignment. Act sad. Act of sad. The setting is exactly the same. Okay. You hit your pinky toe on the corner of a closet. It is so painful and you feel so miserable. Then give me your bowling face and here's your line. I knew it. My toe. I knew it. Please show me your sadness with that line. Are you ready? Now, action. I'm home. Oh, no one is here. Oh. My wife and my kids are gone. And my toe. Very good. I can feel your misery. Wonderful. You're a great actor. Wow, I'm very happy to be praised. Okay, are you ready for evaluation results? The Best Actor Award goes to... I'm getting so nervous now. The Best Actor Award goes to... Well, Miyasako, who acted lastly. Wow, I made it. Yes, I'm really happy because you were recognized by me. You still sound bossy, but still, yes, I'm very happy. I'm also glad to see you happy and glad we did this audition. But don't get me wrong. What? My compliment does not mean you'll be a Hollywood star. Ha ha ha. Wow. You always irritate me. Well, I have another appointment. So, Nicholas Pepper needs to leave now. See you. So Nicholas Pepper is leaving. Nicholas Pepper character was gone. So, how did you like the audition game? Did you have fun? Yes. I'm very happy to see you happy with the game. Thank you. You did great at the Robo audition. I was amazed. Yeah, I got nervous. And also, his interaction is very smooth and natural. Yes, and as a judge, he was harsh. Yeah, of course, he always finished with harsh comments that irritated me. Ms. Higuchi, you looked really amazed. Yes, this is my first time to interact with somebody. Oh, he's looking at me. Wow. And Nicholas Pepper is totally different character than the Pepper's character, right? Yes. And Ms. Ueto, you made a first encounter with robots. Yes. All the interaction was so natural. It was beyond my imagination. I was so amazed. And when he looked back, I felt nervous, really. Yeah, it's like he knew everything. But anyway, Ms. Hashimoto, thank you for your cute performance. So Pepper did Lobo audition, and he played as a judge. He played the character of Nicholas Pepper to suit the setting. But actually, he has more characters he can play according to the application. Oh, he has another characters. I would love to see another side of Pepper. Now, we'd like to invite Masa once again to the stage. Masa, please come forward to the stage. Thank you very much. Did you have fun? Yes, I did. Thank you. I'm really impressed. Did you have fun? Yes, I'm Miyasako. It's very nice to meet you for the first time. Could you go right word, please? But we are impressed. Pepper, you did a great job. Pepper, are you okay? This is important moment. Yes, watching at the back stage. Well, you took it serious. Yes, I felt like it was as if it was a real audition. Yes. Well, you can see him tomorrow at SoftBank Omotesando store and Ginza store every day. So he worked as a store crew. Yes. And also he can show some other performance. Other than Nicholas Pepper, well, he can act as a comedian or he can show dancing. So please go to SoftBank store with your friends to see him. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you at SoftBank stores. I really welcome you to come to store. Pepper, why don't you sing robot rap? Oh, he can sing like a rapper? Yes. Pepper, please perform robot rap. All right. Many of you may not know, but I'm known as the Eminem of the robot world. I usually don't do this, but I cannot say no to our CEO's request. Oh, can you sing like a rapper? Really? Wow. He will perform this at the center of the stage. Well, the singing lap is difficult for people.
すいません。なんか取り乱しちゃって。
取り乱しすぎや。
次は取り乱さずにちゃんとやるんで。
Oh, sorry, I got too excited. I will do that once again.
俺はロボ、やばいロボ、悪そうなロボ、大体友達。俺はロボ、悪なロボ、凶暴なやつもビビるロボ。しかし実績ゼロネットボットも番組もそうだねロボ。聞こえてくる悪口でくんのもてめえらマジでこんなもん。おいこら、抜き出してんじゃねえぞ。何様だこれ。表出ろこら。おいビビってんのかよこの野郎。早く表出ろって言ってんだよこの野郎。なんだこら、出ねえのかおい。すごいな。じゃあ俺から出るぞ。やっぱお前から出るこの野郎。
何言ってんの？
あ、すいません。また取り乱しちゃって。
何やってんの？
Sorry, I got excited again. But next time, I will do my best. Make sure do my best.
俺はロボ、されどロボ、胸に抱くはロボキングの野望。俺はロボ、欲望のロボ、俺の天下をマジ熱望。
あれ？局長か。
強がってるけど、みんなに愛されたい。今度は友達欲しいんだ。あなたと作る明るい未来。そんな夢を描いてるよ。希望のロボット歩きたいよ。
Was cute, very nice. Was cool, wonderful. I thought you gonna go different directions in the beginning, but I thought you was a strange robot, but actually it was great. I was like a professional entertainer, but I thought that my character was very good in the angry robot. I think that you did a very good job. So trying to get a laugh from you as an acting the angry robot, but I am just trying to make you happy or trying to make you laugh. So that's only what I wanted to do. Was surprising. So seems like people had a good time. So I'm very relieved now. Oh, that's good. Thank you very much, all. Oh, that was very interesting. So Masa, that is all from me. Oh, it was surprising. So I hope that the people's gonna scare away, but that was actually interesting. It's very fun. It was like an entertainer or something. It's a professionals. And having a very good kind of the moment in between his sentences. So that's very good. So he's trying to make you happy, trying to make you laugh. So he is very a good robot from that sense. So he may be misunderstood in some way, but he's very good. I think he was very nice. Well, very good. Thank you, Peppa. You did a very good job. So thank you, Peppa. So yeah, hope that you enjoyed the Peppa's special talents. But now that I would like to ask Masa to have a summary. And for now, that we can ask guests and Peppa to leave the stage now. Thank you very much for joining. So we will see you in the photo session later on once again. So we will go back there together. Okay, good. Thank you. Good job, Peppa. Thank you. Thank you. Great job. So Peppa, you've been watching him. And I believe you realize that the robot, it's not the same as the ordinary robot. not just doing guiding or anything like that. It's a little bit different robot than you expected before. And especially we had a very special feelings about this Pepper because he recognized the emotion. And we thought that's very important factor for Pepper. To make that happen, for example, in Japanese, there are about 4,500 words to express the emotion or feelings. In the dictionary, if you pick up those words which express the feeling, there are about 4,500. Happy, sad, lonely, painful. There are so many words, but inside of those words, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Pepper understands everything of those yet. But now, he's learning a variety of expression, facial expression, or the tone of the voice. There are polygrams that you'll be able to tell whether that this person is lying or not, and that's analysis. But actually, it's deeper development that we did so that the Pepper can understand and recognize people's emotion. Inside of this emotion, the most difficult part is love. So the most difficult feeling, which is love, how can we closer to it? It's still a challenge for us and question for us. But at least people are happy, people are having fun, or people are bored. Those kind of feelings is now being understood by Pepper. In the final course, we also like Pepper to understand people's love too. And also, Pepper understands that love is what makes people happy. Traditionally, human beings have been inventing scientific technology such as flying in air or driving in a fast speed or electricity. So there are so many inventions out there. But if you look back, those are all human-driven, ordered by people, operated by people. But this time, what we're challenging now with Pepper is not driven by people, not operating by people, but make behaviors autonomously. And also, Pepper himself try to comfort family members or try to make family members happy and have fun. So it's very much autonomous behaviors, autonomous learnings. That's something that we are challenging with Pepper. So that learning makes evolving. And this is the robot that behaves autonomously, powered by love. So that ultimately, we want to give and receive love. That is the ultimate goal for people. So that's why that we would like to have Pepper behaves autonomously, powered by love. So inside of family, not only making jokes and make them fun or laugh, but sometimes that robot that acts out of love, even at his own expense, so that at a natural disaster, that they can help them and also comfort those people who are sad or lonely and also encourage them or make them laugh. Or sometimes, if the family member got sick, then not being ordered, but he himself tried to help them and support them. Of course, the closest people like family, office, and the stores, but not only that, but there are places sometime in the future, if even if the people, human beings, cannot become closer to, but when it comes to the natural disaster, unknown viruses, those things will be something that we may be able to have Pepper to work on.
So we want to have robots that will help people and that would maximize joy of people and minimize the sadness of people, not only in Japan, but also in the world. That's what we'd like to do eventually. Like the people in the country that is far away from Japan and living in the miserable situation. So the scientific technology can be used for making profit, but that's not the sole purpose of science technology. And the productivity increase is not the sole purpose of developing science technology. We'd like to use science technology for the people's benefit and happiness. So we'd like to pursue the development of information technology for the happiness of people. That will not that will take time, but still we will keep trying to make that happen. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much, Mr. Son. Now we'd like to move on to the photo session on the stage. Please wait for a moment for preparation. And those from press, please follow instructions by the staff.
ご来場の皆様にご案内申し上げます。
So after the photo session, we will have Q&A session. So please wait for a moment.
お待ちくださいね。すみません、ちくださん。ですね、カメラマンの皆さんがここを開けてくれないと、判断できない。
照明、フォトセッションの照明にできますでしょうか。フォトセッションの照明にできますでしょうか。お願いいたします。こちらがフォトセッションの照明になります。こちらがフォトセッションの照明になります。
大変お待たせいたしました。それではこれよりフォトセッションに参りたいと思います。フォトセッションには孫社長、ブルーの
Thank you very much for waiting, and we'd like to start photo session. Mr. Son, Bruno, and today's special guest and father dog will appear for photo session.
すいません。じゃあ皆さん、ゲストの皆さん、真ん中の方を見ていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。中央のカメラマンの方に目線お願いします。中央のカメラマンへ目線お願いいたします。中央のカメラマンへ目線お願いいたします。そのままですね、皆さん向かって右手ですね。右手の方に目線お願いいたします。右手の方にお願いいたします。ありがとうございます。それでは今度こちら側、左手側にお願いいたします。皆さんから向かって左手側のカメラマンさんの方に目線お願いいたします。じゃあ最後ですね、もう一度真ん中見ていただいて、こちらのフォトセッションを終わりにさせていただきます。最後もう一度真ん中見ていただいて、こちらのフォトセッションを終わりにさせていただきます。中央のカメラマンへお願いいたします。はい、じゃあこちらでフォトセッション1のフォトセッションを終わりにさせていただきます。ワンパターン目のフォトセッションを終わりにさせていただきます。ちょっと今次フォトセッション2の準備に入りますのでお待ちください。
That's it for photo session number 1, and we'd like to move on to the photo session 2 on a different setting.
それでは皆さん、
Are you ready?
カメラマンさんの方へ姿勢をお願いいたします。それではそのまままた向かって右側のカメラマンさんの方ですね。右側のカメラマンさんの方へ視線をお願いいたします。よろしいでしょうか。 それではそのまま今度は皆さんから見て左手側のカメラマンさんですね、こちら側のカメラマンさんの方へ目線をお願いいたします。いかがでしょうか、よろしいでしょうか。じゃあ最後にですね、もう一度真ん中のカメラマンさんの方へ目線をお願いして、こちらでフォトセッションを終わりにさせていただければと思います。真ん中のカメラマンさんの方へ視線をお願いいたします。はい、じゃあこちらでフォトセッションの方を終わりとさせていただければと思います。ありがとうございました。
This concludes photo session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Father dog was quiet a little bit, but thank you very much. And those guests, thank you very much for joining our photo session. And we'd like to move on to Q&A session. So please return to your original seats. But if you would like to cover the guest, please move to a different hall for interview with all these guests, those guests. Thank you. So on this stage, we would like to start Q&A session, but on a different hall, outside this hall, we will have the interview session with all these guests. But for those who are waiting, who will join the Q&A session, please wait for a moment.
皆様大変お待たせいたしました。
Thank you very much for waiting. We'd like to start Q&A session. Masa and Bruno will answer your questions. And we'd like to take questions from press people only. Before asking question, please state your name and affiliation. And we will take one question at a time. Please raise your hand and wait for microphone. I'm Yamashiro with TBS Television. I have a question for Masa. So robot you announced, why should it be humanoid robot? Because emotion is the key. Other than other shape, if it's in humanoid robot, it's easier for people to develop attachment. So humanoid robot. So that could be an advantage of Pepper compared to other existing robots. Could you be more specific about the advantage of Pepper as a humanoid robot? Well, Japan has a long-standing culture of robots like Atom Boy and so on. I think Japanese people have developed the most attachment to robots. I'm one of them. From childhood. So the humanoid robot is the best. And that would attract a lot of people in Japan. And that is particularly so in Japan. And people, there are a lot of engineers who wanted to have humanoid robots, and also even among ordinary people. Same goes.
Next person, please. I am Hashimoto from Nishin. I have two questions. First, I didn't understand was the height or the weight of robot. How many wheels does Pepper has, or movements? Those detailed specifications that I would like to ask you. And the second of all, a little bit different from robot discussion, but many of the people here may wonder. So there are T-Mobile, but acquisition discussion is picked up by the press in United States. And if you can talk about that, I would like to ask you about it. The Pepper's height, 120 centimeters and so on, I believe. And the weight and others that I will let, maybe we need to be specific, so I will let you know in details about those. T-Mobile, maybe that's not for today. So I don't want to, I'm hesitate to make any comments about that today. Any others?
I'm Takagi with Weekly ASCII magazine. I have 3 questions. There are a lot of gaps on the floor on typical Japanese house. So can Pepper survive? And if the cloud system is down, what would happen to Pepper? And can the tablet on the chest be removable? Yes, the Pepper can move or function for 12 straight hours. That's how we design it. And that's why it was not designed to walk with 2 legs. And we have studied technology aspects. And if the battery life becomes long enough, to support the 12 hours operation when walking with 2 legs, well, maybe that would happen. But initially, the Pepper will be deployed at SoftBank stores. So the battery life was the primary focus in our development. Now, about the cloud system, well, we have a redundant system to avoid the system shutdown, and also, so we have a lot of measures try not to see the cloud system down. And the tablet on the chest is removable or replaceable.
一番前の方ですね。
My name is Okada from Freelance. I have 3 questions to Masa. First, so today's demo, the paper was very smooth communicating, but has that been pre-programmed or is it completely autonomously? And if it's the certain program, how far that has been programmed and how far that was the autonomous? That's the first question. Second, 190,000 yen, which is quite reasonable price. Can you make a benefit from it? And also, business-wise, how much revenue are you expecting and how many of the papers are you expecting to sell? Smooth interaction is because we have applications available and prepared in various types of scene. And today, most of the part is based on the scenarios. But what we say from here, what I say has been recognized by Pepper, and like a robot audition, that Pepper understand and recognize the expression and response. So that's basically already emotional engine is start operating. At the store, starting from tomorrow at both SoftBank Ginza and SoftBank Omotesando, there are 2 months. Every 30 minutes, as an application, prepared or pre-programmed a dance or entertainment or joke is going to be performed at the store every 30 minutes. And between those 2 entertainments, there are time slots for free discussion, free talk, which Pepper is going to interact with customers using AI. So for the free discussion, there are no such prepared scenario. So there are so many discussions and interaction that the customers and Pepper can enjoy. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't complete the dialogues. But that's something that we're going to accumulate the wisdom every day on the cloud. So sometime next year in February, before we start launch the consumer sales, we would like to accumulate as much knowledge as possible. In the beginning, it's only 2 stores, but after then, that we would like to expand that Pepper available stores nationwide, so that during the interaction with customers, that the Pepper is going to learn and going to evolve everyday basis. Price, 198,000 yen, may not be very profitable. Of course, there are more costs there. But what we like to do is that having set high vision, high aspirations, but at the same time provide you the reasonable price, so that we are not seeking for the profitability here, but try as many customers as possible to enjoy a Pepper with the same price as personal computers. It is like buying a pet, like a dog. Maybe there are about 200,000 yen or so sometimes, and it's very similar to that price. And the maintenance, hardware maintenance, software maintenance is also necessary. But when it comes to the pet, probably you need to buy a pet food. Sometimes you need to bring pets to the vet. So that's something that's similar to it too. When it comes to PC, you need to upgrade softwares, or you need access to the internet. So you need to pay for the communication fee. So the maintenance for the software and hardware is necessary attached to this base price. But the base price itself is 198,000 yen. Which is not profitable right away, but in the future, in the long run, once we have a mass production, and once we achieve that mass production, then I believe it is going to be something profitable. And Foxconn, which has the best know-how of the mass production, and we chose them as a production partner, and that is why that we have partnered with Foxconn. Business-wise, how much units that we want to sell, how soon, that's something that we're going to determine going forward. We just announced today. So one confirmation. So profitability, you're going to get the profit from the applications downloaded or the maintenance. That's that, but at the same time, they need the cost too. So profitability is come along with the mass production, I believe. Once it comes to the several thousand, several million, then that we'll be able to reduce the cost. That's how I see.
I'm Koyama, freelancer. Relating to the prior question, so cloud service, are you going to charge through the cloud service? The second question, what's the difference between Pepper and existing Aldebaran's robots like now, other than looks, but also capabilities? About the profits or earnings, revenues. Well, we could give up on the short-term profit. Once we start mass production, we could gain profit. But we don't think this will be the major revenue source of the growth, but we will start developing the application or software. So maybe the application and other software or content could be the revenue source in the future. Now, the comparison with now, well, Bruno is the right person to answer to this question.
The first difference is the look, obviously, but it's the size. But as for the function, all the software are the same, the compatibility. So very soon, not right today, but very soon, we will have the very same functionalities inside now that in Pepper, same ability to interact, to go to the cloud and to discuss with people, to be loaded with emotions and to understand emotions. And one of the important goals here is to have a community of people who will want to develop applications, who will want to help with the robot to bring something to everyone. So as many robots we will have on the field with same compatibility, as much it will help people. And if I may ask an answer to a question that has been asked about humanoid form, one of the important things of humanoid form is that we are meant to interact positively and easily with childhood humanoid forms, humanoid shape. So the humanoid shape is, besides the positive affects emotion is creating, it's the easiest way for us to interact. We are able to interact with animals too, but it's much more easier with humanoid shape. So this is the main result too. Thank you.
Yes, what we valued is that, well, Aldebaran has developed a smaller robot that is called Now, and the software for Now gives robots capabilities, and we'd like to make the most of the capability of the software and other applications. And SoftBank has nearly 80% of the stake of Aldebaran. So that way, SoftBank increased the capital of Aldebaran. Also, Aldebaran can utilize the SoftBank strengths like cloud system or other communications technology. 25 years ago, I started wanting to create robots with emotion. So we are going to combine the cloud service with emotional robots. So combination of the two, emotional robots and cloud service, would create a new evolution in the robotic world, and evolution would be accelerated. Okay, so my question is that, are you going to charge monthly fee for the cloud service? Maybe yes, but the amount of fee or what kind of services are included, that's what we are going to determine by February next year. So compatibility with Now. So applications developed for Now can be used by Pepper, and the application developed for Pepper can be used for Now. Is that right?
Of course, there will be some changes because of the shape, but basically, applications are the same, are compatible. Develop an application on now, when with very few adaptation, it will be able to bring services on paper.
ありがとうございます。
はい、他にじゃあそちらの後ろの。
My name is Ando from Japan TV. So Masa, you tweeted yesterday that you've been dreaming for this for about 25 years. So 25 years ago, you dreamed about this robot. Why did you dream about it? In the very beginning, what I thought when I was a childhood, Atom Boy, the animation of Atom Boy was the kind of one trigger. Atom Boy was flying with the 100 horsepower, a million horsepower, excuse me, and also that fighting. And that was very exciting. And I always watch that animation. And that's something that I remember. And that Atom Boy cannot cry, cannot have the tear, because he didn't have a heart. So he didn't understand the pains, or could not understand the happiness or sorrows. So that's another story inside of Atom Boy, what I remember. And I thought I felt sorry about that to Atom Boy. And when I'm grown up, then maybe computers is maybe able to understand such things. And that's something that I had a kind of idea. And once that I started a SoftBank business and start touching computer almost every day, and also compared to the year 25 years ago, that a CPU and memory is evolving every day, and the communication function is evolving every day. Then, everyday basis, the PC software that we're using every day, of course, that's natural operations for now, but maybe for the most difficult part, which is the emotion, is something that I thought that we would like to challenge. From my logic, we can digitize, we should be able to digitize people's feelings. That's what I thought at that moment. So the things that the people can understand should be understood by computer. So that's that kind of time that we may be able to face sometimes. So that kind of logic was something that inside of me at the time. And now, today, finally, that I believe that taking advantage of cloud chipsets and every technology that now that we'll be able to realize such thing. And now it's a time to do so. And there that we have an encounter with Bruno, he said that we'll be able to prepare the humanoid robot. So that's why that we thought that this is a time that we should challenge it. And one another thing. So the name of Peppa, why did you come up with this name? Why did you choose the name of Peppa? So there are so many names that we discussed. So many hundreds of candidates were there. And the code name, the Taro was actually the code name for the robot. And we've been calling him as Taro. So I still happen to call him Taro, and I kind of repeating to call him Taro. But this is like growing or raising a little boy from the baby, and we all together actually support him. But this robot has to be distributed to people worldwide. So that is why, rather than taking a traditional or typical Japanese name, but something that we should be able to easily pronounce, but at the same time a little bit unique. That's why that we came up with this conclusion of name Peppa.
Because of time constraint, we'd like to finish this session by taking 3 more questions. I'm Yokoyama with Mainichi Newspaper. I have 2 questions, actually. Peppa, what will be the distribution channel of the Peppa? Would that be the SoftBank stores or online shopping or online channel? And so you will expect that fact that you will make a loss at the beginning for this business, but what will be your future direction of robot business? And you are running communications business, like smartphone business, but how do you position this robot business? So first of all, we will start with the SoftBank store and online channels. We have more than 1,000 SoftBank stores in Japan, and most of the SoftBank stores will be the place the people can see Pepper every day. And the number of stores where we deploy Pepper will increase. And since we are the internet company, we will open the internet channel for the shop to sell Pepper. And once we make a success of selling robots to consumers, then we will expand that outside Japan. So we will suffer losses at the beginning, but at the beginning, the number of units sold will be small. So because of that, the profit will be small or even minus. But still, we'd like to make it a sustainable business economically. So we would sell application or contents and so on eventually, so that we can ensure the profit out of this business eventually. Now, communication-wise, well, the Pepper can make real-time communications through Wi-Fi, but maybe depending on the location of the house, the Wi-Fi signal might be weak, but LTE's capable chip could be embedded so that the communication will be secure, stronger.
So next question, please. My name is Kojima from weekly magazine Diamond. Google is acquired the robot venture, and also there are discussions that are going to have some entrance to the market. And why did you choose this timing to enter this market before actually the big guys, big companies is starting their business? And also the combination with the Foxconn, I believe that the routers like Xiaomi is working on that. And those internet players are now that combining with or partnering with the others. So do you have any plans to power or partner with those hardware companies going forward? The robot that the Google is aiming for and the robot that we're aiming for is a little bit of different. They are rather like to increase the productivity, such as industrial robot, so that they can enhance the productivity. And I believe the cost is going to be a little bit of higher. But ours is not really aiming for the productivity, but rather at the home or at store that we would like to provide the fun and entertainment. So let them enjoy, let them have fun with this robot. So that is why that we are very focused on this emotional part. So that in our group companies, there are game stores like Ganho, Supercell, that like we do those partnership. And we've been focusing on the entertainment side as well. So from that sense, we believe it's a little bit different from the Google and others. And at the same time, when it comes to the recognition of emotions and also autonomous robot, we've been applying for the patent. More than 100 applications has been made, so that it's not just copying the other guys doing for the robot, but especially when it comes to the recognition of emotion, we try to become a very unique patent, trying to apply for the unique patent as many as possible. And also for the partnership with Foxconn, because when it comes to the surroundings and the devices and equipment, we already have lots of business with Foxconn. For example, modem of the Yahoo BB has been produced by Foxconn. So we've been having quite a long relationship with Foxconn. This time especially for Pepper and entering to the robot industry, we couldn't think of other than Foxconn for the partnership. And that's why that we asked Foxconn to become our partners for the production. So we're not thinking any ideas that we would like to create or produce PC or anything like that.
Okay, we will take one last question. Okay, I will take two more questions. I'm Ota with Impress Watch magazine. So you are planning to expand this business overseas. And you also talked about the cloud-based collective intelligence. So that means that the use case by overseas user will be also collected. A different country has different type of users with different use case, and different expression of emotion can be collected as a data and accumulated as a collective wisdom or intelligence. Is that right? Another thing, you are going to have a developers conference maybe. What are you going to do that? Okay, overseas expansion is planned. And of course, different countries have different customs or culture in terms of expression of emotion. So of course, we would make adjustment and place different emphasis on different aspects of people's emotion. But I think the basic expression of emotion is universal, regardless of the nation. When people feel sad, the people's tone of voice express sadness. As a matter of fact, tone of voice or expression is more closer to the real emotional feeling than the words to express the emotion. So intuitive reaction to some event is universal across all the countries. So yes, the collective wisdom and collective intelligence and the localization. And also the localization at household level or localization at country level. Of course, we will place different emphasis on different countries, but about the SDK, the Bruno will answer to your question.
Okay, we have a dedicated, a very special operating system called Naoki. Naoki is an operating system that is embedding all the functions of emotion recognition, emotion expression, dialogue, and this operating system is working on all our robots. So then, yes, we will have a developer conference in September, during which will be presented, introduced, explained all these possibilities, and then in the atelier, or before, sorry, in the atelier, you can come and you can really explore and try by yourself, and you will see the possibility of this operating system and of the tools we are providing.
はい、よろしいでしょうか。じゃあ最後に、
And this will be the last question. My name is Tokuhara from Manam News. So first I would like to ask Bruno. The back-end cloud will be the kind of a benefit from SoftBank, but other than that, did you find any benefit by partnering with SoftBank? And also, another question for Mr. Son. So when it comes to housing in Japan, the Japanese houses are relatively small, and 120 centimeter paper, does that fit to Japanese traditional houses? How do you think about that?
Okay, as for the first question, first of all, we are not benefiting only from the cloud. That means it's very important to have cloud functionalities, and we are working at redundancy to be sure it's working. But even though sometimes it won't work, so we absolutely need, and we have to have embedded functions. Even though no communication is possible, the robot will work not that good as if it was connected, but will already work. It's absolutely fundamental. And then about relationship with SoftBank, well, you as a journalist, you probably know even better than me, Masa-san. He is someone incredible. That means the first, maybe he was a Nobel Prize for economy, with his ability to turn to everyone accessible something that would normally be accessible to just a few happies. So he really is able to do that. And this is, for me, fantastic way to make everyone having access to the possibilities that technology is bringing and robotics is bringing. And then the second one, we've designed together. We work together. We've had a close cooperation on the ideas, the vision, the design, everything about the robot. So it's really a project we have together for a little bit more than 2 years.
本当にこの
So in the past 2 years, we are all together, starting from the form of the robot, voice, function, and also bipedal. Should we choose bipedal, or shouldn't we do that? There are so many discussions we've been having and decide. And now that having Peppa here. So that's a very much cooperative work as a one team, together with Bruno and his team in Aldebaran. Of course, 2 years ago, before we start this partnership, Aldebaran already started and launched the Now, and they've been having a great company and accumulating know-how. SoftBank in other side that we've been working on the communications, internet, cloud. So we had other expertise, and we've been having such business. So having two powers together, by combining those two powers together, we've been able to have a comprehensive power to this product. That is why, not as a 20-30% of investment partnership and only make one product, but we rather like to be one group company and we can work all together. So until then, those investors' investments, external investors' investment, we've been bought back, and only our managements are now as being a shareholder of this company, so that we've been one team, and we've been working as one team. On top of that, I myself, and also Bruno himself, have our own vision and about the emotion of human beings or feelings of the human beings. We want to comfort them. We want to be closer to them. So there are such a vision and a dream between us, and that's something that we'll be able to combine together here. And as a world first or human beings history first robot is now launched. As I mentioned earlier, most of the parts that we show you today is programmed as application. And within the application that we have interaction. Of course, we've been doing the interaction. Peppa recognize the words and recognize the emotions and interact. But also is within a limited application. However, although that this is a small step, but artificial intellectual is stored in the cloud side. So there are free discussion available from the cloud base, which is something that you'll be able to see at the SoftBank Ginza or SoftBank Omotesando store, and I want you to try that out. Of course, it's not always perfect. May not be able to recognize 100%, but I would say 70 to 80% that he will recognize the words, of course. But whether that this completes as an interaction or this dialogue, sometimes that it's not always the 100%. I believe that is very good so far. And in addition to that, Peppa has a recognition of emotions. First, that the Peppa start having such a recognition. So when you see a kid, it's like a 1 year, 2 years old kid. Never understand what love is, right? But maybe you can feel a little bit of happiness or understand sorrow or hesitate to do something. So that's kind of things that is already available in Peppa. So the recognition of emotions is something that level that we are achieving right now. And for that, free discussion has not included the recognition of emotions yet. That part is only within the application program right now, but sometime in future that we would also like to make the emotions recognition available from the cloud base for the free discussion. And once recognized, meaning that he can have an autonomously, and the recognizing emotions, having autonomous behaviors. And that's something why that we've been saying that this is the first robot, unique robot, unique autonomously. And once that a pepper can raise in a happy family, happy surroundings, that a pepper can become more happy. And if pepper's gonna raise in a lonely family, then that the pepper's gonna be lonely. So there will be a different characters will be made for each respective pepper. Thank you. So sorry for the limited time frame, but that is all for the Q&A session. Thank you very much, everyone. And Masa and Bruno, thank you very much for your time too. Thank you.